Right, now we've replaced the pulley, let's get a bit of a clean out. Is it full of tissue? It is as well. Okay. That's seen that before. Right. Does this have a thingy on it? No. There's no auto clean on this then. Right. Don't look like it. Right, so I put this on two towels and I put it on cotton 90 with auto dry. So it gets on. Let's check this little MIDI route. I'm guessing as well that this is also dosing cartridge at the top. So this has no dispenser by lots of things. Right, so it does have a problem. Yeah? Yeah. Now, supposedly, maybe the drum spider has snapped, but it catches randomly. So we'll take a look inside. It switches on. Here we've got time delay. Interesting. Let's switch off. Right, so let's have a look. Yeah, so this is the inside of the little washer. So far we've got a split tub. As like all Chinese stuff, that's oddly the one thing the Chinese do, is split tubs. Our main suppressor there, that's our steam vent. Because unfortunately we've got no detergent dispenser at all. It looks like it is designed to have some kind of dispenser here. I think it'd be like a little push drawer, you push it and it'll flick out. but it doesn't have it on this. Interestingly as well, I've just noticed as well, this is the quality, this, they've got a brace here, right, can you see? There's a screw missing. I've not taken that out, that is just missing completely. How odd. And the entire thing's made of plastic, so the side's plastic, the lid's plastic, that's plastic, and from what I'm trying to work out how to get the body off, I'm not entirely sure it's possible. Right, we've also got a, well, basically a direct drive. It's a Chinese version of a direct drive. There's not that many screws in this actually. Like how this is put together, for example, we've got 2 screws underneath, or 1, take that back, 3 screws underneath, and at the back we've got a couple, there's a couple in the back, there's a couple obviously holding the what you call it, that's your drain outlet here. We've actually got a miniature pump, believe it or not, a proper pump. It's miniature, alright. We've got an iron front weight, which is quite normal on these, strangely. Just need to work out how to get to the back, because I'm trying to find where the heater is. I've got a feeling it's something to do with the heater, and I don't think the heater's in right. Right, this is getting worse and worse every time I look at it. Look down here. So this is your module in the box, and here is a cable that's completely disconnected. Not even connected in. So whatever it controls, which I presume is the motor, I reckon, it's never going to work anyway. Oh. Right, are we in? Sit room. Take a look at this heater as well. We've got an 800 watt heater, but it's a standard traditional heater as well. What do you want? I'm just going to take it out now. I'm just going to have a quick look, see if we can see anything. Yeah. I'm going to go from there. Right. So there's nothing jammed in the drum. The heater's in place correctly, how it should be. Yeah. Which means that the final thing to look at is the actual motor. The motor itself. It's obviously a direct drive. So if I take the motor off, if the drum spins freely, then it's the motor. If it's bad with the motor on, it's not the motor. But bear in mind the clip itself was undone. But once I've checked everything, even if it's still kind of jammed up a little bit, I will try and run it a little bit just to see if it works. Now, an update on the miniature washing machine. Yes, this is how it looks now. It's all in bits, because unfortunately to get to the motor in any way, shape or form, this is one unibody, look, can you see? So it lifts off from this platform, Makes servicing a little bit easier, I suppose, to a degree, but in reality the answer is, not really. Right. That's the pump anyway. How cool is that? Right. We have found our problem. Now, I said there's something getting trapped, and sure enough, if you look there, can we see? There's a screw. That's trapped between the motor. Yeah. And the pulley. That will be the missing screw from the top thing. But now we've got another problem, because I'm now trying to take this off, and it's on so tight. Unbelievably tight. Right, try and flick it out if I can. There we go, we got it out. Except where's the rest of it? Yeah, wherever it's gone, it's got snapped, and now I'm going to presume it's probably so I'm just going to turn this and see if you can see anything. Right, we'll take that out. Look, you can actually fit a bath sheet really comfortably in there. And that's the outer door band. So the actual screw bit may, because the only way it's got in there is obviously it slipped in somewhere, probably like through the back here somewhere, and got round and caught, and it's snapped as it's been turned by hand. But it's got this little hole here at the bottom, so it may not be in the bottom of the tray simply because it's fallen out. Right, that's done. Now let's try to reassemble it. Great. Neatly, it shouldn't take too long to put all this back together. Because how it lifts all together, look at that. Because how it lifts up, look, everything's still attached and connected up. Even getting the springs on over the tub's really easy, because obviously it's so light. So yeah, we'll get it back all together. Cool. That's all back together now. You can't actually test it on spin, oddly enough. All like I think you got child lock, you got time delay, oddly enough as well. So. Yeah, child lock that. it's working alright. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but it's a slight. The door seal isn't tight enough, so it's leaking a little bit. Now obviously I've just put the door seal clamp back on. Is it on right? I'm not entirely sure. Looks like it, but yeah. I mean, I'm wondering how to remove that, but it's how that's fitted behind. Right, so I mean, it's definitely hot. We're gonna need 30. No, so the heat's just gone off. And then the door lock fires twice. It also does it around 30-40 degrees, something like that. So E30 apparently to do the door lock. Of course, it keeps refiring every now and then, randomly. I'm not sure how this door lock system works, because of course it's just a push thing anyway. Don't know how these not really shut. Whatever. So, I'm not entirely sure why it's giving an E30 error code for the door. We'll see. Right, so interestingly, on the final spin it's using a UV light. So that little LED has a white light and a UV light in it. Interesting. Look. Even a little bulb icon there. If I could put it on all the time, that'd be quite cool. It'd be like the Daily Netty then, wouldn't it? But and just like that, it's finished. I mean, there's some play there. I don't think it's perfect, but be alright for me, I suppose. Cool. Three, 4, 5, and look, that's only a third of a load. 6, 7. Let's have a go with this then. So what I'm going to try and do is figure out what the best thing to do is. Oh, I meant to hit record, but there we go. So the reason why I'm doing this, we're going to have a look at tumbling, well, how balanced it is and all that, but also we need to make sure it's still, this door's working properly. It's not going to throw up an error code, and I need to work out how we're going to view through here. I mean, it might be possible to take the door cover off. I'll just have a look. Right, I'm going to turn these lights off, but leave that on. Let's try and see what we can do. So we can see inside. Because if we turn it off, obviously, yeah, it's not going to work. You know, how's that? But can you see how the lights? This is the only problem with trying to record. The lights are reflecting off this here, washing it all out. Yeah, even now the light's reflecting off plastic. So yes, you can see inside, but it's also reflecting badly. Ooh, what's of an angle? Maybe. Yeah, you can still see the reflection. Yeah, it's not good. Right, I need to work out how to get this off then. It might be possible, but I'm not really banking on it either. It makes sense that this should come off because all your electronics, your touchpad is behind the door. It's here. There's a wire that goes through the hinge to it all. By the way, that's too flimsy. It's probably better if I just put it on there anyway. I need to also work out how to take these off the transit bolts because they're just clinging. Two come off. Oh, I can see. Yeah, I know. Right, let's test this. Should work. Obviously, you've probably seen this if you're on YouTube and you watch other YouTube channels other than me. How they dare you? But jokes aside, yeah, this is on Service Slimline's and Home Laundry channel as well. They bought it between them originally. I think like 30 or 40 quid, something like that, down where they live. Then I've gone down, picked it up with a load of parts from Service Slimline since he was clearing out. But I wanted this anyway, kind of thing, even at the time when they first saw it, but they happily saved it anyway. Yeah, and so I'm going to see if it works. Apparently the dryer doesn't work, apparently it chips the fuse, as you would probably expect, to be honest, at this point. But the washing machine side of the course still does. I will put the dryer on briefly later on to see where and when it kind of trips, to give a kind of idea of what might be causing it. I think Service Slimline just hasn't investigated it. I think neither of them have investigated it. I think they just decided, oh, well, the dryer doesn't work, so, you know, it trips the fuse, whatever. So, whatever. There is one little thing as well, key thing to point out with this, is this drying dial. Yeah, it actually runs off a board. It doesn't advance, yet the actual physical timer advances. It's very odd. So this is obviously a Whirlpool branded integrated. Quite odd because obviously it's been made by Smeg, but actually a lot of integrated Whirlpools at the time were made by Smeg. And there were even some freestanding Whirlpools slightly later on. I think, like, say the Whirlpool, the first Steam, Whirlpool Steam, is actually a Smeg. So yeah, it's they've had that kind of connection for years. Smeg also, of course, did Bosch and Siemens versions of these washer dryers, you know, integrated washer dryers, so I'll say. Although I think they got much higher spin speeds as well. This is only 1100. I believe the Bosch and the Siemens versions, I think the Bosch got something like I think Bosch was 1100, I think Siemens was a 1600, and not too sure, but I've got this weird feeling there was one weird Hotpoint branded one which also went to 1600 as well, made by Smeg. So yeah, but it's quite nice to see this is a 90s version, well 90s, what, 2000s, 90s one. Well, this is a 90s one, so yeah, late 90s, maybe early 2000s, something like that. Quite cool to have. I would like to get hold of a Smeg at slightly later on. And then do a wash race between, you know, generation wash race, because I don't think you're going to get any older than this in this country from Smeg. Right. Enough introduction of that anyway. Let's see if it actually works. We're just going to get some Vanish. Right. Because, and the reason why I just use Vanish is that pointless putting powder in. One, because the towels in it are already clean. And two, the bleach content is ridiculous on this. So you can get, like, basically 100% antibacterial at about 30 degrees with this. So we're going to do it at 60. So we're going to do 60 short. Only got the cold on, no hot. So it'd be interesting if it feels. It is doing. With just the cold. Looks like it's doing. That's interesting. If you look here, just on the draw. So we've got 8 max 60, 8 max 40. It's only got one synthetic code on it. But it's obviously got 4 for cottons. rinse and spin softener, drain and spin, problem 7. But if you look here, softener, and it says S, drain and spin. S, drain and spin after wool. Why is it not numbered? Why is it not numbered, say, 11, 12, 13 and 14? That's weirdly bizarre that they've used S instead. Now, we'll go in. Oh, I need to do a results video for this. It was making a noise. And it just appears it might have just been one of the pedals. Is that right? How bizarre. Nope. Oh no, it is. So the pulley bolt I never actually tightened up properly. I just put it on, see if it worked. I need to find a piece of wood and my Torx 40mm bolt, and I can do it properly. So this is out of action temporarily for now. But yeah, now I'm going to take the Samsung out and the Samsung out. I'm going to put 2 more in. You'll see which ones. Right, so have a look at this. It's an original LG Steam. I mean, the drum's fine. The nozzle is actually jam-packed crud. There. Oh no, that's reflection of that. Thought I'd flickering then, but no. Making little noises. Saying on and off. Wait. Oh yeah, this came from auction. And I went a long way to go get it. And I could have a red one a few months ago. I should have bought the red one at the time, but I didn't have the money. And that's the only reason why I didn't buy it. Oh, because I've spent £95 on this, and I could have had a red one from a refurbisher for 150 quid. But yeah. I mean, obviously that's error coding. As soon as you turn it on, it's doing that. It's error coding. Ooh! Got a heat shield. Bought this because this is the first steam washer on the market ever. And it's nearly 20 years old. Yeah. Right. I'll take it back out, put some else in. This is obviously heating, you can hear it roaring away. Ooh, actually getting quite hot anyway as well. That is like 50 degrees already. So it's just got up to 60, and I mean that is really ridiculously hot, 60. And it's just advanced. There's a hole in the door seal, but only right at the top. No, the hole's just that one right at the top. Right. Yes, I bought this off Miles. Yes, it is only about a month old. It is a damaged... Again, this is why you got it cheap. It's brand new, but it's Marks Electrical, and you were selling them for $650 and $550 for the lower white spec one. They are damaged returns, effectively, for whatever reason. This one actually has a crack on the door here. Other than that, it fully works. Got plastic heat shield. So I'm gonna see if I can try and take it off. Yeah, it's clipped in. You can see. That's fine. How does it open? How's it open? And there's a little thing there to release the door. Oh right, you pull it, yeah. Right, we'll put a few towels in, put it on 60, quick wash, and then go from there. This is going to be shoved up into that corner. I'm going to get another one in onto test as well. Yeah. This would work. That is so cool. Look at that. Very clever. We got a drum light. but it's not in the drum. Cool. Right, let me get some towels in. Oh, I see. So it's Marcy green, speed, allergy, night. Cool. Super rinse, pre-wash, high water level, anti-crease. So got quick pro and quick. An auto time prog. Oh, so these are all the quick washes. Literally. Set the time, half an hour, 45 minutes, etc. You can go up to 3 hours. Yeah, if you want 20 minutes, you can have 20 minutes. Actually 20-minute quick wash. You can only have up to 30. And 800 spin, 1800 spin. That is quite cool. Pressure can have up to 60. What about an hour then? Yeah, up to 60. That's pretty cool, that. I think universal wash it, so cotton 20. And the universal wash is just obviously normal. Speed takes off half an hour. Oh, I see, yeah. So that's your normal 20, then you've got your 40, 60. Can't change anything. So auto, let's do with auto dose. It's got auto dose in it, but uniquely you can have a pre-wash, main wash detergent, and basically anything you want. Right, heavy, let's put quick on. 60, 124. That's interesting. You can't select in between temperatures, look. Yeah, that's heating. Believe it or not. This is actually reheating. Once it goes past 4, it just starts reheating again. Right, I've got this Pro Action in. I'm going to test it a bit more. It was a bit hesitant to light up when I first turned it on. Because I turned it on and it wouldn't do anything. And then I turned it the other way, went from this way, and it lit up. So, yeah, you can see the difference there. It's a little bit hesitant going that way, but fine if you turn it the other way around. Right, so I'm cotton 90, there we go. Put some towels in, bit of vanish, this will take about 2 hours to do. Can't see why not. Ooh, that's draining. Now we're on spin. 180. Around about 200 RPM. Well, not even now. Ah, let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is my ex's old bush. It's got rust in it. No joke. Because it was sat for. I mean, it'll rub off. Yeah, it'll rub off. So it stinks because it was sat for 2 months straight, full of towels, full of water. Yeah, she just got me out straight away instead of being the spanner that she is. Yeah, this pump is actually not turning. It's kind of jams. Oh, yeah. It'll go one way, but not the other. So. Yeah, all 3. Yeah. That's what caused it. Oh, yeah. The Asco's quite interesting. The screen goes from blue to red when it's heated up. I can't believe it's just that was literally it, just the hair grip. Fully worked now. Yeah, it's definitely been heated up and washed or whatever. Asco's finished there. Whirlpool's finished. Neat. That has a. I don't know why it's called short, because there's nothing short about the cycle. Cool. It's not level, but yeah. No banging from the weight. So we're fine. And we're working.